Hey guys, this is Tyler from Fried Chicken and Rice here doing a state championship match. Top 4, Ross versus Polo. Polo using Chandler, Ross using Tricked Out Gothitelle. Let's go. Alright, so we have Ross versus Polo right here. Ross starts the game off with his super teched out Gothitelle versus Polo's normal high energy Chandelier build. Ross is going to play Tropical Beach down. That's going to let him draw some more cards in exchange for ending his turn. So that's what he does right here. Polo's turn, he plays Collector. He's going to grab an Oddish probably, a Litwick, and a Doduo. Polo essentially wants to try to set up a Vileplume to shut down Ross's trainers, and some Chandelures, whose Pokemon ability allows them to put 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you want. That's insanely powerful when you combo with Dodrio's Pokebody, which lets you reduces your retreat cost by 2. So because Chandler has a retreat cost of 2, you just kind of switch between the 2 Chandelures and you're doing 60 anywhere you want every turn. Ross starts and he gets a turn 2 Gothitelle, so that's pretty darn good. He's going to Junk Arm, get that rare candy right back, and he's going to Beach for some more cards. This is pretty bad for Polo. Oh, Polo just drew rare candy Vileplume, so that's pretty unfortunate. That would have put him way ahead of Ross if he had gotten that out. He's going to Sage now. He's going to take, looks like a Sage, which wouldn't be bad if he needs more draw. So he's going to take that Sage, and I think a Twins, discarding some energy and communication. The communication is not a big deal, obviously. His trainer is locked, and he's going to play Litwick now. And he can get his energy back with Jirachi, whose Stardust on Pokepower lets him get energy from the discard on coin flips. So he's going to attach an energy to Lampent and use Luring Light. Luring Light lets him choose a bench Pokemon and bring it up. This not only traps Ross into a bad Pokemon, but it makes it so that the Magic Room lock on his Gothitelle is gone. That's huge. If Ross can't get the lock again, he's gonna fall victim to that Vileplume. But she's gonna catch her up that Dodrio. And it looks like Ross is playing a hit collector of his own finally. At this point, he's probably gonna get 2 Solosis so he can set up his Reuniclus and start damage swapping, along with a Snivy, so he can evolve into his Superior. The 2 with Reuniclus and Superior combined allows Ross to remove 120 damage from the field every single turn. There's no way Polo's deck can beat that if he sets it up. The problem is going to be if Ross can set it up or not. If he gives Polo a turn to play trainers, that Vileplume's going to come out. It's going to make it really hard for him to set up 2 more Stage 2s. That being said, it's going to be hard for him to not get it. We'll see. He's going to touch a Rainbow to that Doduo. He's going to retreat for the Gothitelle. Alright, so that's not that bad. He's going to Tropical Beach, get the lockup again. The problem with that is that Lampent is so active. He's sitting still, luring light up the Doduo. It just does not look good for Ross. Polo's going to Sage again. Going to take a Rescue, and I'm discarding Oddish, Twins, and a Vileplume. I think his other card was a Chandler. I could be totally wrong though. So he's going to play another energy on the Lampent. Oh no, sorry, the Doduo. Yeah, so he's going to retreat that Dodrio, and he's going to Luring Light again, because there's really nothing left to lose. Polo has complete board control right now, despite the fact that he doesn't have Trainer Lock. So the Doduo comes right back up, and Ross is back at square one, basically. If he can get the Rare Candy Reuniclus Rare Candy Superior down, that's good. But the problem with that is that even if he gets those 2 up, he's still really vulnerable to Polo's Jirachi. Jirachi doesn't only have the Stardust on Pokepower, but he also has an attack that lets him de-evolve Pokemon equal to the number of energy attached to him. If Polo gets that off, and Ross had to Rare Candy into things, like his Superiors or something, it's really easy for Polo to just 60, set up a bunch of KOs, kill your Reuniclus, next turn, do more damage, kill your Superior. It'll be tough. Ross basically has, well, oh, screw what I just said. He just Rare Candy Superiored. That's still really good. It's going to be hard for Polo to deal with, but Ross is going to have to get a Reuniclus up and a Duocean this turn for it to be relevant, I think. He does have a second Gothitelle, though, but he doesn't get the trainer lock up and he beaches for 1. Interestingly, he attached an energy to Gothitelle. I guess he saw that there was inevitability in just retreating for the Gothitelle over and over again, but this looks pretty ugly for Ross. Poe's going to lay down that Chandelier, and looks like he communication for a Gloom, and now he's PETMing for a second Chandelier. Oh, very smart. So Polo's going for the Rare Candy Chandelier and then evolving to Gloom. Next turn, we're hoping to get the Rare Candy, the Vileplume, because this turn he's going to be able to kill off both Solosises with Chandelier's Poke ability. So there's 1 Solosis down, there's 2. Polo's not only 2 prices ahead, but he has now complete board control. Ross has to deal with the Gloom, and he literally can't. I don't believe Ross runs DCE, so he has no way to catch up the Gloom to kill it. And even if he does, Polo probably is going to be able to get a Rare Candy Vileplume at some point. This is just not very good. And even if Ross does get that really rare catcher Gloom, kill it, stop Polo from evolving into Vileplume, the Chandelier on the bench has 2 Psychic and a Rescue. 2 Psychic and a Rescue in Polo's hand. Ross is pretty screwed. He does have a Twins, which lets him get 2 cards of any of his choice. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to help him. His damage removal essentially just got stopped. Rainbow's going to get healed, but the catcher on the Dodrio, that'll help, but I think it's too late. I'm surprised Ross isn't scooping right now. This looks really bad. He's going to play Narrated, just to beat for another card. Polo communications with Hijirachi, and he's going to get that Vileplume out, and yeah, Ross, I don't see how Ross wins this game. Yeah, Polo's going to attach the Rescue to the the Dodrio, and N. N is Rocket's admin, if people remember that. Both players shuffle their hand to your deck and then draw cards equal to the number of prizes. That puts Ross off by 1 card, but really just disrupts his strategy. I don't know if that's necessary. Ross had nothing, but I mean, it's not a bad thing to do. So he's going to retreat, send up the Chandelier, probably one with no energy, so I can't get, like, smoochumed or something, like, random tricks. So he's going to random Chandelier with no energy, and he's gonna Curse Shadow 3 on the Gothitelle with energy. Interesting. It essentially doesn't really matter because it's really only 1 damage thanks to Superior, but still really weird. Yeah, Ross should scoop. He has a really slow deck, and I mean, it's even slower than Chandelier. I mean, what can you do? I guess he can eventually set up one of his artilleries and snipe kill the Dodrio, but he doesn't have the Reuniclus, so Polo can essentially 2-shot it with his double Chandelier before the artillery can become a threat. He is going to play Narrated Twins, though. We'll see what he gets. Oh, there's a Remoraid. So, okay, so he is going to try to go for the artillery route. Unfortunately, I think Remoraid only has 50 HP, so that's not a very viable option. Ross is going to attach his psychic energy to the Doduo. I don't really know why. He's going to peck. uh, yeah. I have no idea why he did that. There's no reason to not attach to the Gothitelle. I mean, at this point, Ross just needs to kill Chandlers. He doesn't have the luxury to just sit around. Polo gets a Jirachi off. Stardust hits 2 heads, so he gets 2 energy. That's pretty good, but at this point, it's pretty much irrelevant. Polo's probably gonna Curse Shadow to Remoraid, retreat for free, Curse Shadow to Remoraid again, and put 10 somewhere. Kill the Doduo. Oh, there it is. And Ross loses. Because that wasn't his attack, so he still gets the Eerie Glow, 50 damage to kill the Doduo. Ross is sitting there with literally nothing. Can't even do damage with his Gothitelle. It's over. I expect him to scoop. Maybe he's thinking he can Hypnotic Gaze and mill Polo out? I don't know. He's gonna Sage. Really? Okay. I guess he really is gonna try to, like, just... Oh, I see. He's gonna try to turn up Gothitelle. So he's gonna Hypnotic Gaze, but Polo wakes up. So